bet that's what they talked about before the game. You know, getting the ball inside early.
Well, it worked to perfection there. I like the game plan. Get it inside, force the defense to react, and then play off your big men.
And because of the odd number of games between them guys, the one thing we know is that one of these teams will have bragging rights over the other at the end of the season.
Exactly, Kevin, and that makes tonight's game, I think, a little more interesting and intriguing. I mean, whoever wins this one will have a big advantage going into the next two.
And here is Carter Williams after LeBron James hitting the three. Wade outside. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Wade's got his first bucket in this one.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Carter Williams, the pass to Turner. There's the bucket. Good.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
So the Heat, their last game, a win against Chicago.
You know, so often in the NBA we talk about how you have to earn your points the hard way, but it didn't seem like that was the case. Everything came pretty easily.
Too many of their points came the easy way, Steve. You're right. On dunks and layups against the defense that didn't really put up much resistance.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Passes it to Carter Williams. Now the feed to Noel. Dishes to Turner. Shot clock at 5. Richardson for 3. And the 76ers get it back. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
See, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
The 76ers shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And not a very strong free throw shooting team in general. Guys, they shot 73% as a team a year ago.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
That free throw, no good.
Thaddeus Young last season stepping into the full-time power forward role for the Sixers. Kind of a mismatch waiting to happen because he's undersized at 6'8", but way too quick for most of the guys guarding him.
Now, here's Chalmers. Three is no good there from James.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
The shot by Turner, no good. And for Thaddeus Young, with the league going more towards quickness and mobility, Clark, that's certainly going to fit his strengths well.
That is absolutely right. He's not a really strong rebounder. His lack of size does make him vulnerable to post up, but he's one of the best slashers in the game. In the end, the mismatches tend to usually play out in his favor.
Now, here is Young after the miss from Evan Turner. Now here's Carter Williams. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Noel lays it up and banks it in.
You know, when he gets the ball that close to the basket, it's almost an automatic 2 points.
Well, the defense has to battle him down there and keep him out of position in the first place. Do your work early.
Miami no good on that time either. The 76ers lead it. Carter Williams with it. And Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, he's got to watch himself now. I mean, that's 2 fouls already, and he can't afford another one.
And the Heat making a change here. Cole's checked in. And here is Carter Williams. Outside Turner. Shot clock at 6. No good on the 3. He'd have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Battier outside to end the drought. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Battier's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Philadelphia's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land, nothing yet going outside. And Norris Cole's going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. 14 foul.
Here's Turner. Young inside. He's guarded by Battier. Turner fires.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
The drive by James. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, you know, you look at LeBron James, maybe more than any other player in NBA history, he's great in a way that transcends position. Size, skill, savvy, know-how. I mean, he's got it all.
Free throw good, James. Now we can talk about LeBron's ability to really play any position on the floor. When you look back, has Steve there ever been a player you could say that about?
I'm not sure if you could say that about both ends of the floor. I mean, there's a lot of great defensive players who could guard everybody. You know, Scottie Pippen or Dennis Rodman. Offensively, Magic Johnson could play any position he wanted, but to be able to do so at both ends is what separates LeBron James.
Now here's Carter Williams. Pass to Richardson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Young. The shot misses. Some solid defense from Battier. Miami leading by 3. Battier with a screen on Richardson. A drive by Wade. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
And as he has gained more experience in the league, Wade has taught himself to rely a bit more on his jump shot and a little less on attacking the rim. But still, you see his confidence really lies in his ability to attack the lane.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Eric Spoelstra was going over with his team in that last huddle. He told his players that the defense they're up against today has a weakness, and it's protecting the rim. He said, we can make them pay with constant, aggressive moves to the 10 every time down. The second thing he mentioned was that they need to play a chaotic brand of defense, not the careful kind. He said, quote, go ahead and take some risks out there. We'll be watching how these adjustments work. Kev, there's still a lot of time left in this game.
And as always, Doris, thank you. And here's Bosch after the three-pointer from Richardson. And the shot is good. Bosch has got his first points of the game. And Wade, still a player who thrives on getting in the lane, Clark, and for his career, under 30% from long range.
Yeah, you know, his jump shot is more of a mid-range weapon, quite honestly. He loves the bank shot, loves the floaters, and is always looking to get somebody in the air with that pump fake. And usually, more times than not, guys bite, and he gets free throws.
He gets to the line, you're right. First one falls for him.
Michael Carter Williams, the rare 6'6" true point guard. Both his mother and his stepfather are high school basketball coaches, so you know he's got a really good basketball IQ. That seems to run in the family.
Greg Oden, he's checked in for Miami. Haslam comes in for Shane Battier. And for Carter Williams, unusual height for the point guard position.
Yeah, he's long. I think the main thing he'll need to do at the NBA level is really work on that outside shot. It's got a little bit of a hitch in it right now, and he's got to get that corrected, because if he does, he's got a chance to be special as a point guard.
He's quick and he is athletic.
Yep.
And here is Carter Williams after Dwayne Wade hitting the 3. And Turner kicks to Young. He dishes it to Roten. Young's shot is off.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
Here's Wade. Rejected by Young. And it's Turner off the drive. And Hawes kicks to Carter Williams. Carter Williams off the pick from Hawes. Carter Williams dishes to Hawes. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Young. No luck. Great D that time from LeBron. Turner against Wade. Feeds it to Cole. Puts up a three. Rebound by the 76ers. Here's Hawes. Turner with it. Wade picks him up. And there's the call on James. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
You know, last year nobody was quite sure of the role Evan Turner would have, but as the season went on, he played his way into the rotation by earning the trust of his coach. I thought he made some good strides in his game.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Lewis comes in for Greg Oden, and it's Beasley in for LeBron. It's Allen with the drive. Pass to Beasley. Back to Allen. From the arc. Excellent D there from Turner. And Turner, the number 2 overall pick back in 2010. Clark, it seemed NBA stardom awaited, but so far, it just hasn't worked that way.
It's still on the horizon for him. You got to remember now, he's only in his 4th year. He's a terrific ball handler, rebounder, 6'7", can play the point forward position for you. The Sixers traded away Iguodala and handed him the reins, and I think sometimes you can do that prematurely. It'll be interesting to see how Evan steps into that higher expectation role now.
And he can't get the first one.
Guys, Lavoy Allen out of Temple, a local Philly guy. The Sixers took him with the second to last pick of the 2011 draft, and he's really played consistent minutes for him.
Good on the second free throw. And for Lavoy Allen, mostly a spot-up jump shooter, but he knows how to throw his weight around inside, and Steve, he can provide some, at times, tough interior D.
Well, he's 6'9", but he seems to play bigger. Long arms and a strong lower body gives him the size and the leverage to be able to battle people inside.
Back to Allen. Takes the three. The shot no good. Excellent D there from Anderson. Allen trying to break free, and it's Anderson that time on the assist from Roten.
Well, every once in a while, he'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
Here's Cole. He's guarded by Roten. And stolen by White. Roten with it. Who is on him? Roten, no good. That gives them the lead. And the 76ers lead by 1.
You see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket.
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
Now here's Anderson. Allen with the rebound. Philadelphia's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Mario Chalmers, he's checked in for Cole.
Mario Chalmers.
36 seconds left here in the first quarter. Roten with it, now guarded by Mario Chalmers. Roten, the pass to Allen. Again, Philadelphia.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
Now Anderson. He kicks to Roten. Allen dishes to Roten. 1 second left. And once more, he gets it. Another bucket from Allen. Now it's a 5-point 76ers lead. And so the first quarter is in the books. 76ers ahead. They finish off the second quarter on a 15-5 run. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
Tune in for a scary night of basketball. Halloween in the NBA. Carmelo Anthony and the New York Knicks take on Joakim Noah and the Chicago Bulls. It's the NBA Thursday.
And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers and turning them over.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
On the court for Miami here in the second. Chris Bosh is out there with Shane Battier. Then there's Chalmers. Then it's Allen. And it's Beasley in at the small forward.
You know, when something works for you, you stay with it. The Heat saw after the 2012 finals that small ball was very effective for them. You can see why they chose to do that, given how hard it is to find a power forward that can match up with LeBron. Makes good sense.
4 on the clock. Down kicks to Anderson. Takes the 13-footer. The shot, no good. The Heat go the other way with it. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Hi, guys. There was a time when Chris Bosh wasn't sure how he'd play at center. He tried to bulk up and change his approach. But he said, quote, after about 3 years, I said, forget it and just be myself. I'm never going to be big and just bulky like that. Now he says, quote, I know it's unorthodox, but I'm not going to waste my time trying to bang in the post against bigger guys. I'm just going to be all over the court. And because of that, I think I've become a much better player. Kevin?
Not the biggest guy, but boy, he is quick, Doris. I think that's one of his advantages. Here's Turner. They get the rebound. Noel, and he gets the bucket. Noel's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the 76ers. The Heat trail by 7. And mismatches really are what make an NBA offense go at times. Not only can Miami overpower you, Steve, you know, with their sheer talent at times, but if you're trying to guard a perimeter play with a big, you're going to be in trouble.
Well, some people still see small ball as a gimmick, but you know, for Miami, it's different because you've got LeBron James playing the power forward. So it's not really small ball. He can rebound, he can defend, he can do everything. And so the Heat become a nightmare to guard at the other end, and you can rarely take advantage of them offensively.
Here's Wade, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And Miami making a change here. Young's checked in. For Miami, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And you look at the numbers from a year ago, guys, this is a club that hit about 75% of its free throw.
Hey, last season, Chalmers missed a game-winning shot. That happens to a lot of guys in this league, but what he did the next game is of note. He made 10 threes, and arguably his best game ever, as he set a Miami Heat team record for makes beyond the arc.
And he came off that screen. The defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
Now here's James. He picked up 33 points in their last win against Chicago. Jason Richardson pulls it in. Richardson's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And Mario Chalmers grew up in Alaska. Not too many NBA players hailing from up there, taken with the 34th pick back in 08.
He played his entire career with the Heat, and really it was a perfect situation for him when LeBron arrived because he's a kind of a combo guard. He plays the point, but he's an excellent spot-up shooter, so he can play off of LeBron and Wade quite well.
They double him with LeBron. Richardson the pass to Turner. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And it's a 9-point 76ers lead.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Just physical play in the paint. Dominate.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Carter Williams dishes to Turner. Carter Williams with it. Now guarded by Mario Chalmers. And here's Richardson outside. Miami grabs the miss. Down low. Deflects the pass. Here's Oden. Shot's good. And we may have an injury here. That does not look good.
So tough to see a player go down with an injury like this.
Yeah, it really is, Steve. It's just one of those things, though. You've seen it happen before as well. You can tell whatever it is painful for him.
Spencer Hawes is checked in for Jason Richardson. Here's Young. The shot from the low post is good.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
Now here's LeBron. He has 5. Can't cash in from close range.
He's killing them with his poor shooting. The defense is more than willing to give him those shots now.
Young, shot is blocked. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kevin. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
It's just been one of those days for him. He has really struggled.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. The 76ers making a switch here. Anderson's checked in, and Miami calls their first time out of the game.
He needs to get them back into a flow offensively. Things have gotten stagnant for them, and they're starting to force some of these shots.
And that can snowball on you. One guy takes a bad shot, then another guy does, and then you're missing back-to-back-to-back shots, and all of a sudden you have no rhythm and you're self-inflicting wounds.
Turner against Wade. 76ers moving the ball around. The dish to Carter Williams. A 3 from Anderson. And it's Haslam with the rebound. Haslam's got 3 rebounds now in this one. James kicks to Chalmers. LeBron against Young. James, no good.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Carter Williams, the pass to Turner. Young sets a screen for Turner. And the pass to Young. Back to Turner. Pocket 6. Pulls up. High post. That is good. Turner's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
You start hitting a few of those mid-range shots, and it can open up your whole game.
Wade drives in. And the shot falls short this time.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
Here's Carter Williams. Takes the 12-footer and hits. And the 76ers lead by 13.
You know, usually teams go on runs, and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks. But that's not the case here.
No, not at all. They're putting this run together with a lot of mid-range jump shots. So seeing a pretty good display of marksmanship right now.
Philadelphia has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter.
Well, there's a new ownership group in Philadelphia as of 2011, and in this offseason, they pulled the trigger and brought in new leadership in the front office. Looks like they're jumping on the analytics bandwagon, hiring the former brain trust of the Houston Rockets.
Okay, time now for an injury report. And let's get an update on Jason Richardson's injury. Doris, what do you have?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the 76ers let me know the status. Not what we wanted to hear, guys. It sounds like it's a very serious injury. An injury like this one really takes the wind out of their sails as they were so excited to get the season going. Certainly, they are hoping for a speedy recovery.
All right, Doris. Really appreciate you finding out how he's doing.
Yeah, let's keep our fingers crossed and hope he's back out on the court soon.
Rehabbing is a tough process, Steve, and with any luck for him, it'll be a short one.
Now, here's Roten. After the miss from Anderson. Roten kicks to Anderson. Here's Moultrie. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And back to the Sixers. I guess for the Wall Street ownership group, going mathematical is something they were, Steve, pretty comfortable with.
Well, it's something that a lot of teams are going to now, Kevin. These new owners, a lot of them businessmen, they want to turn to math to try to figure this whole thing out. Bottom line, though, is it's a combination. It's not just stats. It's talent, stats, chemistry, coaching, a lot of things that goes into winning.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Heat trail by 15. Beasley outside. Miami no good on that time either.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding department too, Clark.
Yeah, it's been a really gritty performance. They'll have some bruises to show for it, but that's the way it should be. You should feel that you've competed when you do that work inside.
Now Allen. Michael Beasley missing on the 3. On the clock. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his second personal foul.
With this pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season. The Heat in 5th.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. I mean, you could see their confidence growing as they continue to put up points on the board.
No good on that one.
A lot of people thought the East would be a cakewalk for Miami last year, but Indiana made sure that wasn't going to be the case. What a series with the Pacers using their size and strength to pound Miami down low, and eventually the Heat were able to pull it out, but boy, was that a tough series.
Timeout called, the Heat. And just to touch back on the Eastern Conference Finals, went to a Game 7 where Miami ran away with the game. But, you know, Clark, if it weren't for the heroics of LeBron earlier in the series, it could have been the Pacers that took on San Antonio in the finals.
You know, I was thinking a little bit about two former ABA teams meeting in the NBA Finals, but the Heat managed to steal Game 1, and I thought that proved to be the difference in the end. That was a game the Pacers had and didn't squeeze. But the way these two teams are constructed, they should be seeing a lot more of each other in the near future. And I think that's great for the league because whenever they meet up in the regular season or the playoffs, it's always been a battle the last couple of years.
Nice rivalry developing between those two.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
A good one brewing there.
The 76ers have made 8 of their 12 free throws in this game.
Tony Rosen at the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
I think it's fair to say that the top of the Eastern Conference has been getting tougher over the last few seasons. Unfortunately for the Sixers, they've headed the other direction. They've been going south, and it's part of why they were on the outside of the playoffs looking in.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Chris Bosh is checked in for Anderson. Dwayne Wade is subbed in for Mario Chalmers. And back to what you were saying, Clark, about Philadelphia going through a lot of roster changes last year. You're right, in a season where a lot of other teams in the East put it all together. Steve, bad timing for Philadelphia.
Yeah, bad timing. Roster changes and injuries, of course. I mean, the big trade for Bynum looked like it was going to be something that could help them get to the top of the East, but Bynum never played a single game for them. And so it's understandable why Philadelphia struggled.
And that one misses.
Boy, 76ers had a season they'd like to soon forget. But the one thing they were able to do last year was win at home. Good thing, too, given how unforgiving Philadelphia fans can be. No tougher sports fans in all of sports than Philadelphia.
And back to the 76ers at home. Never a good idea to be under 500 at home in a city that has booed Santa Claus before. Steve, luckily they were able to avoid that, going 23-18 here last season.
Well, maybe Santa Claus had a bad year that year, Kevin. I don't know. But look, I mean, if you're stinking it up in front of Philly fans, they're going to let you know. I mean, they're going to boo you. They're brutally honest. On the flip side, though, when you play well, I mean, they're going to back you.
Shane Battier is checked in for the Heat. The Heat trail by 16. And it's Wade penetrating. It's blocked.
I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his points.
Roten dishes to Anderson. Kicks it to Moultrie. Ray Allen grabs the board. And for the Heat, they're shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. And that one is good by Beasley.
Now, they're not showing too much respect for him defensively, are they?
Philadelphia leading by 13. Roten kicks to Allen. He feeds it to Roten. Outside, White. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. 6 to shoot. Back to Anderson. This one for 3. And the shot is good. Anderson's got 5 points so far.
Fellas, he just is struggling to get anything going. Right now, his shooting percentage in the quarter, 20%.
And it's blocked by Anderson. Roten kicks to White. Here's Anderson. Buries it down low. Anderson's got 5 points now in the quarter. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. 76ers ahead. They lead by 18. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. Well, Coach, with this type of ball game, what needs to happen in order for you to pull out a win tonight?
Well, we have to play through some of the tough times, okay, whether it's a missed call or whether missed shots. This is a passionate game, and we got to stay the course.
Coach, thank you so much. Guys, handling both adversity and prosperity, so crucial.
Thanks so much, Doris, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Now, presented by Sprint.
And welcome everyone to the halftime show. We've got a blowout underway at Wells Fargo Center. The 76ers are rolling early on. They've been putting a lot of defensive pressure on the other team, taking care of the rock offensively. Fundamental basketball, both sides of the court. A nice first half turned in by Jay Rich. He's got 7 points, and he's helped out with some key rebounds as well. For the Heat, they haven't had the same luck. They've been out-muscled, out-hustled, and flat-out embarrassed. D. Wade playing impressively so far. He's got 9 points and has also grabbed a couple rebounds. NBA action just getting started here. Some games coming up a little bit later on tonight. The Pistons playing at the Palace of Auburn Hills as they go up against the Wizards. There's going to be some excitement in the arena for that one. A 7:30 Eastern tip time. And one game also on the docket. For the Celtics, they'll be up against the Raptors in Toronto. Some teams from the East are mixing it up in that one. That one tips off at 7 p.m. Eastern. And here's a look at the other NBA action from around the league. The Charlotte Bobcats will go up against the Rockets out in Houston. The 7 p.m. Eastern tip time is set. Now let's head back out to the start of the second half. Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke take it away.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
Well, Dwayne Wade in this one, 9 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
Yeah, a lot of times he's one of those players who can get hot and stay hot from the three-point line. So I look for him to continue to search for shots out there.
The Heat trail by 18. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the 76ers. Evan Turner and Thaddeus Young at the forward slots. Tony Roten out there with Carter Williams. And it's Noel in at the 5, home in the paint. Now here's Carter Williams after Dwayne Wade's miss. Roten, the pass to Young. The 11-footer. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Well, there you go. If you're going to continue to give up open jump shots, you're not going to get back into this game.
Allen dishes to Bosch. And stolen by Noel. Here's Carter Williams. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And look here at the Heat, how they ranked in the NBA last season. First in field goal percentage. Second in three-point field goal percentage. And they were ranked 3rd in the league in steals. This is a team that does a nice job gambling and covering up for each other. That's why they're able to come up with those steals.
And Clark, the key number that you just talked about to me is field goal percentage. When you're the best in the league shooting the basketball, it's a clear sign that you have an unselfish team and a clear plan of attack. That club, very impressive with their offensive efficiency.
The Heat shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And that one falls for Bosch. Mario Chalmers, he's checked in for Ray Allen. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
You know, part of being a championship team is having the talent first and foremost, but then managing the minutes of that talent. The Heat, I thought, did a nice job monitoring the minutes of the big 3 throughout the season and playoffs last year.
Roten, no good.
Well, he's been trying to add that mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there.
The drive by James hit his leg. And the ref saying he kicked it. On defense, the 76ers. Turner with the steal.
That steal was a product of active hands and outstanding defensive awareness there.
And once he took off, it looked like the defense just had no interest in getting in his way.
That's one where you just give up the 2 points and move on.
As you said, Clark, the big three in their prime, but really, you want them to just get their work in during the season, not exhaust themselves before they make it to the playoffs.
I thought, Kevin, along those lines, I thought by the end of last season, Miami was exhausted. And once you try to win a third title in a row, the emotional fatigue and exhaustion really becomes a factor. So this is going to be interesting to watch all year.
6 to shoot. Now the feed to Noel. Some solid defense from Battier. The Heat trail by 19. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, gentlemen, head coach Eric Spoelstra of the Miami Heat finally getting the respect he deserves now with their multiple championships. But his players, not afraid to rib him a little. Dwayne Wade said Spoelstra's favorite word, focus. He said, here's what it sounds like to play for my coach. Come on, guys, we have to focus. Next game. Come on, guys, it's about focus. Game 82. Guys, it's about focus. Kevin, it's all about that consistent message, right?
Steady hand, Doris. The players seem to really appreciate him. White, he's checked in for the 76ers. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. The shot by Turner, no good.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Thaddeus Young on the wing. Ball's knocked loose. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Chalmers running, and the dunk by James.
Well, they need those kinds of plays right now. I mean, smart defense generating some offense.
That's the way you creep back into a game. Get those key stops, push it down the floor with your transition game.
Now here's Carter Williams. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Turner cans the shot from the wing. Turner's got 11. Now a timeout called by Miami.
Well, they've really kind of struggled offensively here. So I think this timeout is for him to really draw something up, maybe get an easy 2 and get their confidence back.
You know, sometimes an easy basket out of a break is just what you need to get things back on track. And coaches always have plays specifically for that situation, coming out of timeouts for an opportunity to get a bucket.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, over that break, I listened in on Brett Brown's huddle. Stop allowing baskets in transition. That was the message he conveyed very clearly to his players. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Now here's Carter Williams, defended by Chalmers. Carter Williams kicks to Anderson. No good from outside.
Couldn't convert, but nice little 2-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
Wade drives in, and it's Miami with another.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering much resistance. They've got to force the ball back out to the perimeter.
Here's Anderson after the made shot from Dwayne Wade. Doubled by Chalmers. Anderson passes to Noel. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Miami with the rebound. Bosch has got 4 rebounds now tonight. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from James.
Boy, the shots finally dropping for them in bunches, and I'll tell you what, the complexion of this game has totally changed.
You know, that kind of offensive eruption was the only thing that was going to get them back into this one.
Now here's Carter Williams. On the wing, Turner. And here's Anderson for 3. And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That's his 3rd foul of the game. A different look for Miami. Haslam comes in for Chris Bosh. And Lewis subbed in for Shane Battier. The Heat trail by 10. Wade outside. Back to LeBron. From deep. From beyond the arc and then some. LeBron's got 17 now.
Well, you've got to like the focus that they're showing here in the second half. I see a lot more effort as well. I mean, it's amazing when you lock in mentally and bring some energy and intensity, things can pick up in a positive way for you.
And Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. That's his 5th foul. And here is Hawes. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Shot clock at 6. And Lewis comes to help. Looking to end the drought. Misses off the right iron.
One thing about Wade that probably doesn't get mentioned enough is that he's one of the best rebounding guards in the NBA. He's only 6'4", but so strong and active. In fact, if you look at his numbers, he's one of the best rebounding guards in the history of the game.
And the 76ers call time here. And back to Wade, top 5 territory, Clark, among shooting guards and rebounds last season.
And that's despite dealing with his knee troubles, which were well chronicled. He started wearing a mouthpiece last season, and you can see why. I mean, Wade's a guy who, despite giving up a few inches, has never, ever shied away from contact. I think instead of calling him Flash, they need to call him Crash. Yeah.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. He said to his guys, let's get serious about driving the lane and putting pressure on their interior defenders. That's where he sees the soft spot in this defense. He wasn't done there. He also told them to put full effort into their rebounding at the defensive end, saying, quote, let's keep them off the glass. 1 shot per possession is all we're going to give up. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
And thank you for that, Doris. Now here's Carter Williams. Thaddeus Young missing his last shot. Carter Williams with it. Wade picks him up. Turner dishes to Brown. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And it's Turner off the drive, and the layup's good off the glass. Turner's got 6 points in the quarter.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Young against LeBron, and here's Chalmers from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Chalmers has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
I think he's best as a spot-up shooter. When he can play off of his teammates and find openings on the perimeter, just catch and shoot. Got a quick release, beautiful stroke.
He does such a nice job of getting himself squared up and in perfect position before the ball gets there, preparing before the pass.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times, an easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Lewis kicks to Wade, pulls it up. Brown with the rebound.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Chalmers. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. And Miami making a change here. Cole's checked in. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've just continued to shoot well.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Rashard Lewis. Now here's LeBron, 17 points in the game. Beasley for 3, and the Heat, another 3.
That's now a dozen straight points coming off wide open 3-pointers.
You know what it looks like to me out there, guys? I mean, it looks like All-Star Weekend out there. We know how much defense is played there. It's actually offense during the All-Star Weekend, no D.
And here is Carter Williams. Michael Beasley getting it to go from deep. From 12 feet out, Young's shot is off.
Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
For Miami, they have shot 3 of 7 at the foul line. He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. Philadelphia leading by 3. Carter Williams, the pass to Turner. Miami grabs the miss. Haslam's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. It's LeBron with the drive, and he gets it to go. LeBron's got 14 points now in the second half.
Not too many of those shots were dropping for him in the first half, but it's been a different story here in the second.
And Young kicks to Carter Williams. Back to Young. Passes it to Turner. Dishes it to Allen. Rejected by Beasley. It's stolen by Wade. For the lead, Evan Turner pulls it in. Turner's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Young. Looking to get it going, and it's good on the layup. Young's got 7.
Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Now Beasley, and there's the call on James. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
From mid-court, shot is off. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. 76ers lead by 3. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next.
It's a Halloween broadcast of the NBA. Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors take on Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Clippers. Don't miss it.
And Steve, we've got a moment here to go to our State Farm assist of the game, coming on some very clever point guard play.
Well, he mans that position for a reason, Kevin, because he passes the ball so well, sets up his teammates beautifully, really gets this offense into a nice rhythm.
Delivering the pass important, but putting the pass in the right place for shooters, as you well know, huge.
Yep, no question.
Philadelphia leading by 3 on the floor for Miami. Wade and Ray Allen comprise the backcourt. Shane Battier is out there with Beasley, and it's Bosh in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Turner. Left side Turner, just 5 to shoot. Off target from the wing.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Battier outside. It's stolen by Carter Williams. Shot's good from Young. Young's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the 76ers. The Heat trail by 5. Wade drives in, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Moment to see how the schedule is looking for Philadelphia. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip.
And you know that Golden State game, guys, has a lot of attention on it.
A lot of people picked the Heat to run away with the East last year, and they were right on target. They were just so far and away better than any other team in the East that you just didn't see them losing much during the course of the season.
Now here's Carter Williams. Excellent D there from Beasley. Wade outside. A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. There's the bucket, good. Like as you said, the Heat clinched the East pretty early and were able to rest up a lot of their players down the stretch. Steve, never easy to win when everyone expects you to win games, but the Heat didn't seem fazed by the pressure at all.
Well, this is a championship team, and I think once you win that first title, you get a different level of confidence, and that showed last season as Miami rolled to their 2nd title in a row.
And the basket good.
He's very savvy in traffic. When he gets inside, has a kind of an uncanny way of shielding himself from contact and finding a way to finish at the rim.
And that's not all there is to say about him, Steve. I mean, he also is a master of the pick and roll. Get the ball in his hands and set a screen for him, and there will be an easy bucket after.
And a moment to check out Miami and who they've got coming up. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
Michael Carter-Williams at the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
It seems like they're having a lot of trouble at the line today, and it's just been that kind of a day.
LeBron's checked in for Miami. Wade drives in.
Yeah, he absorbed the foul and had a chance to knock it down.
And that's all you can ask right there. I like that play.
Two shots.
He misses the free throw. Roten's checked in for Anderson. Good on the second free throw.
They'd have loved to cut it to 1 there, but they're still in decent shape if they can get a stop.
Roten kicks to Young. Turner dishes to Noel. Shoots from 12. The 76ers with another miss. Miami trailing. And stolen by Roten. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Young outside. Turner passes to Carter-Williams. Shot clock at 6. Back to Turner from outside the arc. There's Noel, and he goes in for the dunk.
Brutally thrown down after the offensive rebound. He is ramped up now.
He is, you're right, and you figure this game might come down to a few of those effort plays.
Always does, Kevin.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Seems like that kind of a contest tonight.
LeBron against Turner. Shoots from 12. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from LeBron.
Got a lot of momentum going with his own game. It's been great today and just as hot as he was last time out.
Now here's Roten outside Turner. He dishes it to Young. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Checking out the game Thaddeus Young is having. He has 9 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's made some heads-up plays, Clark. He's done a really nice job defensively.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Anderson's checked in. Wade with it. Now guarded by Anderson. Wade, good.
Strong move to the basket. Those are 2 big points there to trim the lead.
76ers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul. Third team foul.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. It's stolen by Wade.
He had pretty much played mistake-free basketball up to that point. That's really the only time he's turned it over so far.
Another miss by Wade. The 76ers leading. And there's the call on James. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Roten's checked in for the 76ers.
4th team foul. Checking in for the 76ers.
Miami on defense. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. They get it again. Turner. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. And the 76ers lead by 3. And the Heat call time here.
That was a good time to call the timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. He told his guys, "I know we can do this, fellas. Let's maximize every possession and get after it, and just watch. Things will go our way." Kevin?
And here we go. Roten heading to the hoop. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Now Carter Williams following Ray Allen's three-point attempt. Battier against Young. Feeds it to Carter Williams. He kicks to Noel. Cannot hit. Some solid defense from Bosch. The Heat trail by 5. Battier with it. And Roten picks him up defensively. From downtown. Again, Allen missing.
He's really lacking in confidence out there. 0 field goals made so far in this game.
Young against Battier. Young left side. Now the dish to Noel. No luck. Now the Heat take it the other way. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, you got that right, Kevin. He's such a reliable finisher.
Here's Turner. The Heat getting the bucket. Roten, no good.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, LeBron James was probably his best season statistically a year ago. I don't think there's any question about it, guys. I mean, certainly it was his most efficient offensive season. I mean, he had career highs of 56% shooting from the floor and 41% from long range. I don't know if we've seen a player of his size put together those kinds of numbers with the types of shots that he takes. I mean, just absolutely stunning what he did in terms of his efficiency last season.
And for LeBron James this season before last, he really focused on scoring in the post. You know, Steve, using his size and strength.
And we've seen his field goal percentage climb as a result. The low post work, I think the selection too, he shoots fewer three-pointers but a higher percentage. So now, how do you guard the guy? He's got everything in the package.
Both free throws good from James. Now here's Carter Williams. Young outside Turner. Young, a screen on James. Here's Turner. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
The Heat trail by 3. LeBron kicks to Wade. Miami no good on that time either.
Well, he did have a three-pointer in the first half, but so far here in the second, he's come up empty.
Anderson can't get it to go.
That's not his shot there, guys. And whether you play D on him or not, he's...
Oh!
Look out! Wow!
And that's a punch to the jaw. This game as tight as it can be, and he pulls something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game, Kevin.
But, Clark, I don't know that he planned it out too far in advance. That was one of those things that just happened.
I think it was premeditated.
Well, he's the one guy they don't mind attempting something like that in a close ball game.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia.
15 foul. Shooting for Philadelphia, Nerlens Noel. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Cole's check in for Michael Beasley. He hits the second from the line.
His one miss there could be important. There's a big difference, a huge difference between a 2-point lead and a 3-point lead.
Here's Cole, the 3 from LeBron, but they recover it. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Carter Williams with it. Wade picks him up. Pass to Anderson. Kicks it to Carter Williams. And Shane Battier gets the whistle that time. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Check out the game for Carter Williams. He's got 8 points, and free throws have been big for him today, with 6 points from the line.
Well, you know, he understands the value of those easy points, also getting the opponent into foul trouble. And those are big. Those are the little things that will add up for a team trying to get a victory.
And the 76ers call time here. They're in front by 1. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Turner. Turner gets the screen from Carter Williams. And it's Turner off the drive. And there's the basket, Carter Williams. Now here's Turner, guarded by Cole. And it's Noel missing.
He has just disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all offensively.
I'm sure he's ready to put this quarter behind him and quickly.
And Turner with the block. He feeds it to Young. Carter Williams with it. Now defended by Cole. And Young, here we go. Noel. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You look at Noel, guys. He's an athletic, bouncy, 6'11" big man with a 7'4" wingspan. It's no wonder he's been a dynamic shot blocker before he arrived in the NBA. And now it's just a matter of getting bigger and stronger.
You know, I love the fact that he's always turned up. His motor is excellent. Now, he's got to recover from that ACL injury, but I tell you what I saw of him as a shot blocker, a guy who runs the floor, rebounds both backboards, and he's a pretty good passer right now, and I think will smooth out and expand his offensive game. Keep an eye on his development. He could be a very impactful player.
Now Young, after the missed 3 from Cole. Young inside, working on James.
It hasn't happened as quickly as he would have liked, but he's finally putting some points on the board in this game.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the final quarter. To tie it up. Yes! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
Oh, that is a massive shot.
You know it is. He's stepping right into the spotlight.
It's tipped. On the wing, James. And they double him up with LeBron. It falls!
Boy, is it tough to stop LeBron right now.
And the 76ers call time here. They're down by 2. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Carter Williams. He's covered closely. And there's the feed to Young. It's good. This game is all even.
Defense the key here.
Yeah, absolutely. Not a good time to foul, being over the limit.
Here's Cole. He's covered by Carter Williams. Wade up top. Tries to save it. Regulation is ended and we're heading to overtime. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. Start of overtime just upon us as they get ready for the jump ball. It'll be the Heat off the tip. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Philadelphia, it's Young and Hawes at the 4 and 5. Carter Williams is out there with Tony Roten. And it's Turner in at the 3 slot.
Shooting for Miami, Chris Bosh.
Free throw, no good for Bosh. The 76ers trail. Pass to Roten. Shoots a 3. Bosh grabs the miss. Bosh has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Wade. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Wade's got 24. And the 76ers with possession. Hunter Williams dishes to Roten. Looking for Young. He gets it there. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Defense cannot do anything to stop him.
Yeah, they're trying everything, but nothing's working.
And Miami shooting at 51%. Really solid. James in the post. Turner covering.
Well, you have to get a hand into his face because that's his range right there.
And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
Now that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
Anderson, he's checked in for Tony Roten. Well, as we saw, 4 quarters not enough. We're just over a minute into overtime. Carter Williams kicks to Anderson. Hawes, the pass to Anderson. Dishes it to Hawes. The turnaround jumper. Again, Philadelphia.
You know, that mid-range jump shot, maybe an underutilized tool in today's NBA, but it's really serving this team well.
In fact, it very well might be the strongest area of their game offensively.
Now a timeout called by Miami. We're in overtime and 90 seconds gone here in what has been a great one so far. Here's James. And he uses the glass on the layup. LeBron's got 33 points.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking. They've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
The offensive rebound. And again, shot quick from Hawes. Hawes got the game tied up here for the 76ers.
Boy, you wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint.
And Cole kicks to Wade. Inside to Bosh. Wade dishes to Battier. No good from outside. The 76ers have gone 3 for 5 for their shot since we got started here in overtime. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to be on Shane Battier.
Checking out the game Evan Turner is having. He's got 17 points and also a blocked shot. I'll tell you what, he's made his mark on this game in so many ways, guys.
Yeah, just on the strength of his defense alone, he would have stood out, but his offense has been outstanding as well.
Second one is good. And both at the line. It's a 2-point ball game.
That's nice work at the line, Kevin. You know, in a game this close, you have to cash in on your free throw opportunity.
Wade against Anderson. The drive by Wade. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he ends up making the second, and that narrows the gap to 1. It's overtime basketball, folks, if you're just tuning in. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Turner with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Young sets a screen for Turner. Lots of room. Anderson's shot is off.
And if they grab one there, I was going to make the point that they just haven't done enough in terms of rebounding the ball.
I agree.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something they should get away from.
We're now about 3 minutes into this overtime period. Pass to Young. It's in!
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
He'd have gone a little over 50% from the field in overtime. They're 4 of 6. Cole, the pass to LeBron. And they double up James to the paint. And it's Cole missing.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so, too. The Heat shooting 57% from the field in this overtime, a great number at this time of the game. LeBron is doubled, looks for Bosch, gets it to him, and Cole kicks to Battier. Heat moving the ball around, 5 to shoot, right between the eyes.
He's such a clutch shooter, Kevin. He just lives for the big shot.
Timeout called the 76ers. They're behind by 2. 12 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. What's your take, guys?
Well, we'll see what they come up with. Plenty of time. If they execute, they should be able to get a good look here.
I agree with you, Steve, but I'd like to see him pound it inside and try to get to the rim.
Williams dishes to Young. Young left side. To tie. Oh, no good. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. Clark, what a game.
Yeah, they kept their cool, stayed with the game plan, and that's why they came out on top.
And now let's go over to Doris Burke on the sideline for an interview with the Jordan Player of the Game. Doris, take it away.
LeBron, no player has to endure the kind of scrutiny and pressure that you do on a nightly basis. How do you stand and deliver the kind of performance you did tonight?
I just wanted to try to lead my team the best way I could. Whatever I needed to do out on the floor, I tried to be there for them tonight. And, I'm glad we was able to get this win.
Thank you, LeBron. Kevin, this guy is extraordinary.
All right, Doris, thank you. And for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. Now, our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.